I do believe that there are some megafauna out there that are yet to be found, that are in low populations.
Like you believe in the sloth, the giant sloth.
I believe that has and again, that's like the thylacine. It's a proven animal. It's been 10,000 years, but it doesn't mean that it couldn't be extant in certain remote areas. Same with some of these big snakes. Maybe not 50, because maybe these things are embellished, but maybe 30, maybe 35, right? And I just think that there are a few, not a lot, of these big things out there. If you're one of these uncontacted Amazonian tribes, of which there are still several, West Papuan tribes, whatever, and you're seeing a 50-foot snake, nobody in the Western world, we're not hearing about that.
Right.
You know, like those things can be happening and those stories get embellished and passed on and all of that, but we wouldn't even know until Western science gets in there. And it's sort of a double-edged sword, because once it does, it sort of ruins certain aspects of that, right? So, but I do believe that there are big animals to be found still.
And the sloth one, I watched a documentary on it once. It was this guy who was like risking his reputation. He was a biologist, and he had spent months in the Amazon. He was very frustrated, because he couldn't find anything, and they kept saying, "We saw it, we saw it," and he's like, "Where?"
I know that feeling well, and it's very frustrating because, you know, like I've even had people tell me they've eaten the thing that I'm looking for.
Really?
You know, yeah, when we were doing Extinct, you know, looking for the extinct animals, of which we had success quite a lot, but I've had guys be like, "Oh yeah, they're delicious." I'm like,
What?
Like, tell me where to find it. Like, you've eaten it, and you have no reason to lie about this whatsoever. Like, please just help me.
What was this that they had said?
That was regarding that caiman. Remember that yellow caiman? And we did find them, so that worked out. But literally, I remember we're walking through the village in day one before we even get in the canoes, and I'm like showing people these pictures of all the different species of caiman, and I kept pointing to the Trompa largo amarillo, the long-nosed yellow one, right? And everybody's like, yes, no, maybe, one time. And then one guy's like, oh, those are delicious. And I'm like, oh, God, can we put this on Animal Planet? I don't even know. Like, can you say that this thing is delicious?
Endangered species that you're eating. Well, there was always these rumors of like these places where these billionaires would fly into in China and eat like gorilla.
Yeah.
And, you know, have you ever heard of that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah, I've heard about it. I believe it, too.
Do you?
I really do, yeah. I think that especially, you know, you say, like, especially with China, where the Eastern medicine and the status symbol of eating tiger whiskers and this, that, and the other thing.
There's a status symbol of eating something that's forbidden and very difficult to acquire.
Exactly. And, you know, China has so many billionaires now. I forget what it is, but dozens and dozens of them, right? Like, if that status symbol is important to someone with that much power and money, how are you not getting it?
Yeah, what a weird culture where your status is based on eating something that's endangered.
It doesn't even click in my head. Like, I cannot physically understand it. Like, no part of me is like, oh, I get that. Like, I really want to eat some tiger whiskers.